Chosen vessels, let's get it. Everything you do is awesome, and people view you as a really cool person. Others may ignore it, but they know it's there. People may tend to ignore your good qualities, but they know it's there. All right. You're a really cool person and you're very awesome. All right. I mean, people know that you're awesome. All right. People may think that, oh man, he's gassing up people, but I'm not. Everybody, once they find the thing about themselves that makes them awesome, is awesome. And if you don't feel awesome, it's probably because you haven't found some things about yourself that makes you feel that way. Now, shout out to everybody that doesn't need anyone to make them feel awesome or for them to know that they are awesome. Shout out to you. You're like, I already knew that. Don't be afraid to put it in the comments that you already knew that. Hey, okay, you're awesome. I'll give it to you. But you know that when you are an awesome person, people will try to play you off like you're nobody. And these will be people that you'll acknowledge, people that you'll speak to, people that you'll say what's up to, people that, you'll be like, yo, what's going on? And they may act like you're not even there. They may act like they don't even see you. And it's because you're awesome and you're a really cool person. All right. People see it, but they tend to ignore it. They want to ignore it because they don't think that they are awesome. They don't see themselves as cool, and you do. You know that you're a cool person. You know that you have qualities that set you apart from the rest. And everybody has things that make them cool. It's just you're aware of yours. Let's 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 say that again. Everybody has things about them that makes them cool. It's just you're aware of yours. You know what makes you cool. You know what makes you a cool person. You know why you're cool. All right, you know that you're cool. You know what makes you cool. You know why you're cool. All right, a lot of people know they're cool, and a lot of people take the a lot of people take the step to call themselves a cool person because they know that how they operate with other people or how they deal with people, they just do it in a cool way. And I'm not talking about like, cool. Some people are cool with looks. Some people are cool with how they act. Some people are cool with how they dress. Some people are cool because their energy, their how they communicate. Everybody's got something that makes them cool. Some people are cool because of what they do, and they found a personality in that. They found themselves in that. A lot of people who are cool are just people who found themselves, people who realized the type of person that they were and accepted it. You don't have to be walking around here with your hair greased back, going, "Hey," in a leather jacket with some tight pants on to think that you're cool. All right, you don't have to do anything to be cool. People that are cool and people that are awesome, the one thing that they all have in common is that they're able to what? They're able to just be themselves. Anyone that's able to just be themselves is a really cool person. All right. Anyone that's able to just be the type of person that they want to be without worrying about the judgment of others or worrying about what somebody else may think about them. They really don't. It's like they really don't care. It's like what you think about me is none of my business kind of thing. Those are some of the coolest people. The people who really don't care about what somebody else is saying. Those people were always cool to me. People that never really were worried about what others thought about them. People that had the audacity and the bravery to do what it was that they wanted to do. People who just find something that they like and they do it because it gives them joy, it gives them pleasure. It's something that they want to do. It's something that they enjoy doing. All right, like some people may think fishing is boring. I think fishing is cool. I would do that, and that would make me cool. Some people actually take on the personality, or some people actually take on the identity of a fisherman. It's like, you'll always see them with their little fish hats, or they'll always be wearing their vest, and it's probably because they love fishing and they always go out fishing. A lot of cool people, they find things that they love to do, and they take on the identity of that person. They become a person who does that. And there's nothing wrong with taking on the identity of what it is you do. A lot of people like to rap. A lot of people make music. They take on the identity of a rapper. They take on the identity of an artist. But today that's confused. All right, this is where it gets uncool. You don't have to kill anybody to be a rapper or to make music, but today they're pushing a narrative that says you do. And to me, that's not cool. That's not authentic. Everybody's not a killer. All right. There are killers who are like, let me break this down, because calling the person as a killer is not doing them any justice. There are killers, but then there are people who grew up in adverse situations, in bad environments, to where they had to defend themselves, and they possibly ended up having to take a life because someone was trying to take their life. So if someone's trying to take your life and you're in an environment where your gang stalking is somebody in your neighborhood with a gun, and because you're cooler than them, or because you're flyer than them, or because their girl wants to wipe you down, I said it, because their girl wants to wipe you down, or now they want to wipe you out, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid. But it's like, you'll have people who will have a situation to where they're in a hood, or they're in the ghetto, or they're anywhere. All right, this could happen anywhere. All right, but primarily from my experience being African American or black or indigenous, whatever you want to call it, Hebrew Israelite, all right, whatever you want to call it. With my situation, and with my people, it really much could happen anywhere. It could be in a suburb. It could be in a black suburb. It could be in a borough. It could be in a city. It could be in the country. It could be in an area that's impoverished, aka the hood. All right, a lot of these things happen in the hood, where people will have to defend themselves. They end up becoming a killer by default, and I really don't like to use that word. They end up defending themselves, and they end up taking a life. All right, let's not go with the narrative that they push. Let's push our own narrative and talk about our own situation. And that's why videos like this are important, because it gives people a different perspective. They're not just killers; they're people in an environment that they're fighting for their life. So it's like, if somebody's in an environment where they're fighting for their life, you're like, you'd be stupid to just sit down and die and not defend or protect yourself. So with people having to defend themselves, and people in an adverse situation, all right, maybe they end up going to jail or getting some jail time because they had to defend themselves. They come out of that situation, they get free, they can't find a job, they end up having to rap and make music, and they end up becoming a good rapper, because it's like, it's the only thing left for them to do. If they sell drugs, they may go back to they may go back to jail. They may end up having to hurt more people. They may end up having to shoot more people or whatever. And it's like, people don't want to do that. So what they do is, they'll either start a business, or they'll open up a restaurant, or they'll make beats, or they'll become a rapper, and they'll just be known in the neighborhood as the person who has a representation, or as what they had to be. So I know somebody's laughing right now, like, yo, this dude is breaking down hood politics for his video. Um, but yeah, you'll have people who will end up becoming something by, not by choice, but because of, that's just the way their life is going. That's what God had in store for them. So it's like, this person pretty much is viewed as a warrior in their neighborhood. But then you'll have people who haven't killed nobody, who haven't been through what they went through, but they're in the same neighborhood, and they want to be seen as the tough guy too. So it's like, oh, yo, Bobo down the street, he shot somebody. Everybody respects Bobo. Now everybody wants to be respected. Now Bobo's rapping, he's doing his thing. He's talking about his own experiences and what he had to go through in life. And now everybody wants to be who Bobo is, because Bobo is respected. So now you have people who are trying to catch a body to be respected, and that's not cool. But Bobo's cool, because Bobo lived his life. He went through his experience. He had to defend himself. Bobo was in a life or death situation. But now you have people that just want to be like Bobo because of the respect that Bobo gets, and that's not cool. You don't need to be anybody else to get to be cool or to get the type of respect that you feel you deserve. And that's all I did. That's all I wanted to do with that explanation. All right. I hope I wasn't bad at it. All right. But the thing is, it's like you'll have people who are posers who want to try to pretend to be something that they're not, and that's not cool. And that's not you. You're not a poser. You don't have to pretend. That's why you're cool. That's why you're awesome. You can be yourself. All right. So no matter where you're at, no matter what environment you're in, you can be yourself. You even have people who don't even grow up in adverse environments that want to pretend and act like they do, all because of the narrative that they're pushing. That if you want to be cool, you have to look like this. You want to be cool, you got to be like this. If you want to be someone that's fly or someone that gets girls or someone that's getting look like they're getting money or whatever, you have to portray yourself a certain way. And it's like almost as if you want to be cool or you want to be fly. It's like you got to make yourself a target. People walking around with a whole house on their neck, you making yourself a target. All right, people wonder why they're getting robbed and stuff like that, and people hating on them. You're walking around with a whole investment on your neck. You're walking around with a whole crib on your neck. All right, and that's cool. I'm not knocking it. One day you may see me with a whole crib on my neck. I guarantee you it's going to be while I'm actually in a crib. All right, no putting cribs on our necks until we get land and we can actually invest in a home or a property. All right, just a rule for thumb. All right, but hey, do what you want. It's your life. I can't control you or tell you to do what you do, because it's now or never, and no one's gonna live forever. So live your life and do with it as you will, but be cool, man. Be cool in the sense of not trying to be cool to be down with everybody else. You brandy ass ninjas. All right, want to be down ass ninjas, brandy ass people, wanting to be down ass people. All right, and there's no point in trying to be down with other people if all it's going to do is get you in an uncool situation. Some people, they try to be so cool. Check out that Lupe Fiasco song, The Cool. Some people want to be so cool, they end up getting themselves in trouble, man. And it's like, it's no amount of cool in the world that'll make me throw my freedom away and make me get into an uncool situation just because I'm trying to prove myself to other people. That's not cool. All right, giving into peer pressure, false. That's not cool. You want to be you. You don't have to be nobody else. If you like to skateboard, skateboard. If you like to spray paint, spray paint. If you like art, you like art. If you like books and math and science and money and experimenting, experiment. Like there's this one dude on YouTube now. He's turning plastic to fuel. Like that's genius. He doesn't look like he got a care bone in his body about what other people think about him. And like the people would look at him and they may call him a nerd, but guess what? The nerds are the gangsters. He got girls in his video. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. He got young ladies attracted to him, and he built a plastic to fuel generator. All right, something that could take plastic waste and turn it into gas. If free gas isn't cool, if saving money isn't cool, if keeping your gas in your pocket and creating pretty much money from trash isn't cool, I don't know what is. That's genius. All right, I totally respect that. All right, that's a whole different level of respect. That's God level respect right there. You're able to feed your community. You're able to help your community. You're able to clean up the earth. There's different levels of being cool. That is cool. That is awesome. That's you. You're someone who needs to be inventing. You're someone who needs to be creating. You're someone who needs to be using their mind and cleaning up the planet. All right, so it's really up to you. It's up to your choice. Like people could be cool however they want. You could dance, you could sing, you could fish, you could hunt. Just don't hunt everything, because that's not cool. All right, people in Africa right now can't even get fish because you got people who don't even live there or belong there going there and taking all the fish, and now the people who live there, they don't have much fish to catch, which they were selling in their market and turning into business for themselves, and also the local people who were just feeding themselves and their family. All right, people are going ham right now on these animals, and they're not giving them a chance to repopulate. So I honestly believe there's probably cycles that we're supposed to be going through, like 3 months meat, 3 months just fruits and vegetables, just to let stuff repopulate. All right, there had like at least 6 months out the year. I mean, 6 months, yeah, 6 months out the year, maybe, because it's like stuff has to repopulate, stuff has to grow. You know, you got people eating stuff that's not supposed to that's not supposed to be eaten, and now there's more algae in the ocean because people are eating bottom feeders, and the bottom feeders eat the algae and eat the poop and the waste of the ocean and stuff like that. So it's like, it is what it is, man. Be cool in your own way. Like, whatever's cool to you, do that. Whatever you like to do that. Whatever you see yourself doing, or however you like to enjoy yourself, do that. Your definition of cool is your own definition of cool. Nobody's definition of cool should be your definition of cool. If you think something that somebody does is cool, find a way to do it yourself and be cool yourself. Don't bite, don't steal, don't cheat yourself by trying to be somebody else. All right, and don't cheat yourself by trying to appease or please somebody else. All right, people are always getting into trouble over trying to be cool with other people. Oh man, you're not gonna ride with us to go rob this bank? You ain't cool. Oh man, you're not gonna go shoot up this block? You're not gonna spin the block? You ain't cool. Oh man, you ain't trapping, bro. You getting a job at McDonald's? Man, you lame, bro. You just all about the trap world. Well, it's all about the jail world too for some of those people. So it's like, it is what it is. Not everybody is smart enough to get out of certain situations, and you shouldn't even want to be in that situation. A lot of people only sold drugs and did stuff they shouldn't been doing because they had to, and they had no other situation. There are people like that. All right, and unfortunately, you know, they didn't have the best way to go about doing what they did, but they had to do what they had to do. They were in a situation to where things weren't good, you know. And you like, if you want to get out that situation and that's all you see, I think, honestly, I don't think God frowns upon that, because it's like certain people are in certain situations and they're not just expected to starve. Maybe they don't know God, maybe they don't know truth, maybe they don't know any better. So it's like, God's not going to frown down upon that. That person is a savage. That person got their back against the wall. That person is doing all they know. They're doing what they can. All right. The person may not know anything else. So it's like, you'll have people who will want to pretend to be that because of what comes with that person. You know, people like that. People like people who are rough around the edges, people who, you know, are thugged out and hood and gangster, got that style to them. That's cool. But if you got a refined style where, you know, you speak properly, and, you know, you put a napkin in your lap and all these cool things, and you take a drink and put your pinky up, you still might bust a cap in somebody's ass. Don't nobody need to know. But the thing is, it's all good in the hood if you just being yourself. It's all good for you to just be you. You don't have to be anything that you're not. You don't have to. If you don't like science, don't do science. You don't like rock and roll, don't do rock and roll. Whatever is cool to you, whatever you like, do it. You don't have to have everybody thinking that you have to be a certain specific type of way, and they're like damaging the mind of certain youths, because they're making them think, oh, I gotta be like this, I gotta trap, I gotta shoot, I gotta have that gat, gotta be strapped up, gotta this, that, and the other. It's certain people where they had to do that. Like, if you look at Chief Keef, he had to have a gun on him because there was people trying to kill him twice his age in his neighborhood. You 13, 14, 15, and the girls is looking at you and you're cute, you know, because you got your little thug style, and, you know, people coming at you trying to take your life because you the flyest thing since sliced bread. You gonna let them kill you, or you gonna unload on them, you know? And I don't advocate violence, and I'm just talking about different scenarios. But this is real. There are situations like this where impoverished people are in situations where, okay, they got chicken and turkeys. Yo, shout out to the rooster, y'all. All right. So it is what it is. Just, show love to yourself by being unique, being an individual. You're cool, you're awesome. You don't need to be anything that you're not. You don't need to be what everybody else is being. You don't need to do what everybody else is doing. Let them be them, let them do them. And if you have to, let them even go to jail. All right, I'm not wishing jail on anybody, but don't wish jail on yourself by trying to please people or be something that you're not. You're awesome, you're cool the way you are. If you like sports, be the sportsman. If you want to be a coach, be a coach. If you like to draw, draw. You like to play football. You like basketball, stay hooping. You know, you may not be going to the NBA, but it'll keep you out of negativity. So, you know, it is what it is. Find something that you love to do. Take on the identity of it. Really do it. Really be it. But, you know, find something that you love. That way you could be cool. That way you could be awesome. That all you have to do is be yourself. People will respect that. People will love you for it. People will appreciate you for it. Keep it real with people. Be authentic with people. Don't be fake with people. All right. It's only going to hurt you. All right. Being fake with people only hurts you. It's best for you to just keep it real and be yourself, because sooner or later, somebody's going to be able to tell if you ain't keeping it real. Somebody's going to be able to tell. And then, like, you're going to lose value. People aren't going to appreciate you the same or look at you the same. They're going to be like, oh man, you're just a poser. You're just a wannabe. And you don't want to be that. It's not that you care about what other people think. It's just that you're letting yourself down. All right. You're selling yourself short when you're pretending, when you're a CB4 type of character. All right. Everybody remembers that movie CB4 with Chris Rock and MC Gusto. Rest in power to Charlie Murphy. All right. Charlie Murphy. Rest in power to Rick James and Charlie Murphy. All right, but you don't want to be a CB4 type character. Be yourself, man. He said, you can't see me ball, you see me fall. He said, they'd rather see me fall than to see me ball. Shout out to Hove, man. Shout out to Hove. He said, they'd rather see me ball than to see me fall. He said, you can't see me ball, you see me fall. Hove with the triple, quadruple entendres, man. Shout out to Hove. Shout out to Jay-Z. Shout out to my main man Hove as far as the music goes and the rap goes. Shout out to you, sir. But who knows? Jay-Z could be watching this video. All right. But anyway, shout out to all the fly people watching my channel. Shout out to everybody just being themselves, knowing that they're cool, knowing their worth, appreciating themselves for who they are, not trying to be something that they're not. It's okay to be who you are. You don't have to be he said, Lil Wayne, he said, I ain't that thuggish, ain't that ruggish, but I do pack bone. Anybody could put that song in the title so I can listen to it later. I'll greatly appreciate it, and I'll shout you out in my next live. All right, he said, I ain't that thuggish, ain't that ruggish, but I do pack bone. All right, man. Just be you. You don't have to be anybody else. If you're not a gangbanger, if you're not a hustler, if you're not whatever, just be you. And I know I'm talking about a lot of things to where people are like, what the hell is he talking about? It's like they are pushing a narrative on people, on the youth, on the minds of primarily young black people and young impoverished young minorities, to even people who aren't impoverished or poor. They're pushing a narrative for everybody to be the same. They want everybody to, you know, be doing all this demonic demon time type of stuff. And that's not what people need to be cool. And I know there's a lot of pressure on people to be that. I know there's a lot of pressure on individuals to want to do that. But be yourself. You don't have to be anything that you're not. You should appreciate yourself for who you are. Love yourself for who you are. You know, if you like coming out in nature and chilling and being out in the woods, do that. If you like taking walks and spending time out in the woods, do that. If you like going to the beach by the waves, do that. Whatever it is you like to do, enjoy yourself. People are going to call you names. They're going to have things to say about you, but the more you don't care and the more you're okay with who you are, everybody else will be too. If you like it, there's a million other people out there that like it too. So be comfortable with being yourself. You don't have to try to please anyone or be anything that you're not. That's what corny people try to do. That's how people lose themselves, being fake to try to please others or hang in with other people or hang out with other people. You end up losing yourself, and that's a miserable thing to do, to lose yourself trying to please some people that really don't give a number two about you. Okay, they don't give they could give a rat's tail or a number two about you. So why try to please people like that? It's pointless. Makes no sense. So, like I said, you're awesome. You're cool. They're going to try to ignore it. They're going to try to act like they don't see it, but you don't need them to see it. They could pretend it doesn't exist. You don't need them to see that it exists. They're probably ignoring you because you're probably cooler than them, truth be told. But some people need that validation. Some people need that confirmation. Don't need the validation, don't need the confirmation. They're truthfully not that special. They're truthfully not that important, to the point to where you have to throw your idea of who you want to be away just for somebody else to think that you're okay. All right. And if you're watching this video, if you've watched to this point, you're really okay. And you're going to be doing a great job because you value who you are. You appreciate yourself for who you are. And they can't tell you nothing because you know you're cool. All right. If you think you're cool, everybody else will too. If you think you're cool, see yourself as being cool, other people have no choice to look at you and see you and treat you the way you see yourself and the way you portray yourself. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash the like button, smash the share button. We sideways with it. All right. Give y'all a little bit better view of what I'm viewing. I'll see you later. Peace.